Good morning and welcome from a very cold, wet, windy, rainy Luton. I'm Nick and welcome to Off Gallivanting. Today I am going to be travelling on the different ways on which you can travel between Luton and Northampton by bus. Now, it already hasn't gone according to plan because the plan of action was to get the MK1 to Bedford and then the 41 would come across to Northampton and then another bus would take us to Weston Favell where the shopping centre is. But unfortunately the buses weren't in my favour this morning, let's say. So the plan of action now is to get the MK1 to Milton Keynes and then take the X6 from there to Northampton, where we'll then get another bus to Weston Favell. So stay tuned for the adventure and I'll see you on the MK1. Well, that was a very stressful experience. The timetable said the bus would come at 8:45. It ended up coming at 8:56. Now, the X6 I want to take leaves at 10 o'clock. This bus was supposed to get there at 9:50. And it's 10 minutes late. Will we make it? What do you think?
Lovely.
It's a mugs game, but let's see what happens. Anyway, bus number 1, MK1 to Milton Keynes. See you at Milton Keynes. This is the best bit of the MK1 that I love about the MK1. Between Luton and Milton Keynes, it absolutely thrashes on the M1. Fortunately, I can't show you any of the views because the windows are steamed up. I feel like I'm in a shower room or something. But, you know, just appreciate how fast we're going and the thrashness for a bit. But yeah, it's absolutely throttling it down this M1 now. Will we make the X6? Stay tuned. Well, that didn't go according to plan as I'd like to have hoped. Turns out the MK1 was actually 20 minutes late. And by the time we got there, the X6 was well and truly gone. So what did we do? Did we wait in the freezing cold and the rain? That was an option, but no. We ended up going to McDonald's and had a breakfast wrap in there. But knowing me, if anyone who knows me, I'm the slowest eater in the world. So naturally, I brought it with me on the X6, the 11 o'clock one. Now we're here at Northgate bus station trying to figure out which bus goes to Weston Favell. So it's a bit of a maze, but I'm sure we'll figure it out. But in the meantime, I'm not too fussed because I've got my favourite bus to look at. I am so glad they're still in service. Long may they reign. Found the bus. And here we go, Route 1. It goes to a place called Overstone Lakes. Interesting. Anyway, Route 1 will take us now to Weston Favell. Now you're probably thinking, why are you putting yourself through this? Good question. Turns out in Weston Favell, there's a really cute baby shop in there that I want to get for my cousin's baby for his christening next week. And I'm hoping to get some Christmas stuff for him too, but that might be pushing the boat out a bit too much, I think. So this bus is actually really comfy. Like the seats, they're kind of like the MK1 but a bit more comfortable. But yeah, I'll do a full review of all that later. But for now, you can enjoy the view to Weston Favell. The windows are actually clear, so enjoy the view. riding that one too. I'm going to be going from here to Corby and possibly on to Peterborough if I can. That will be a real day out. So you're probably thinking, what have I come all the way to Western Favell for? This is the answer. It is the cutest baby shop I have ever seen. And I just really want to check it out. Let's see what it's like. I'll give you a review at the end. And we're back on the one going back to the town centre. So the shop I went to was really good. People there are so friendly. I'm going to put a little plug down here. It's called Lords and Ladies Boutiques Northampton. Absolutely amazing shop, amazing people. Please do go and check them out. They do handcrafted baby stuff from ages, I believe ages 0 to 2, but there might be more than that. I'm going to double check that when I get there. But it's a fantastic shop. Northampton in itself, I have to say, feels a bit like Luton in my opinion, because it just feels very similar, but it's not as bad as, say, Newport, because that was worse, and it certainly was nowhere near as bad as Swansea. So, I think overall I like Northampton. There's just something about it. Don't know what it is. Anyway, we're back on the number 1 now, going back to the town centre. So, I'll see you for part 2. What that statue is, but I love that statue. And we're back at Northgate bus station. Now, we had a little bit of a incident on the number 1 bus. Turns out some clown had blocked the bus stop, so the driver was really, let's say, sticking it to him. And good on him for doing that. Never park at a bus stop. If you do, you're a clown. Anyway, back on a more light-hearted note, we are now waiting for the 41 service, which is leaving in less than half an hour. That'll take us back to Bedford, where we can then get the MK1 back to Luton. I have to say, Northgate bus station is quite confusing, because if you're a first-time passenger, and you see bays like 1, 4 and 8, for example, you'll immediately think it's in the bus station. But if it's bays like 22, 25 or whatever, it's nowhere near the bus station. It's actually across the road in that direction. So that's quite baffling. So if you ever come to Northgate bus station, remember the bays are in the bus station and on the actual high street, not just the bus station. Otherwise you will get lost. But overall, pretty nice bus station. And it's actually got toilets you can use. London, listen, use it. But yeah, anyway. When the 41 comes, enjoy some views. Well, that didn't go according to plan. We were waiting and waiting and waiting for the 41. And the bus stop was just getting busier and busier and busier, and I just knew that 41 was going to be packed. So we decided to cross the road and get the X6 back to Milton Keynes, and as we crossed the road, what happened? The 41 came. Typical. I got one thing to say to Stagecoach. Look at your popular routes, okay? Your popular routes like the 41, Bedford to Northampton, right? It's every 2 hours. During rush hour, would it not be feasible to put a double-decker on there? I mean, honestly, but now, because the plan has backfired, we're now going to go back to Milton Keynes and take either the MK1 F70 or 77, or the new one that I featured this morning, if you look back at the start, the X1. So let's see which one comes first at Milton Keynes. Fun times. To add insult to injury, look at what comes. And it was absolutely packed. Curse you, 41 to Bedford. Just like that, we're on the MK1 going back to Luton, and unlike this morning, it's actually on time. So yeah, I'm recording it now because I know in a minute at the town centre it's going to get flooded with passengers. So I actually love this route. It's just a shame the timetable lets it down, but I'll do an evaluation once I get back to Luton. So for now, enjoy the thrash of the MK1. Get ready for some hardcore thrashing on the MK1, on the M1 right now. We're back home. Now, today was supposed to be me showing you the two ways of getting between Luton and Northampton. Unfortunately, I've only managed to show you one day. And also on my adventures today, I also realised there are actually 3 ways of getting between Luton and Northampton. So the first way is the way you've seen me today, Luton, Milton Keynes, Northampton, via the MK1 and X6. The second way is the MK1 to Bedford and the 41 to Northampton. The third way that I discovered in Milton Keynes today is MK1 to Milton Keynes and the 33 or 33A or X33 to Northampton that way. We very nearly did that one, but that was going to take at least 2 hours, and we were just both like, no. Because we had shopping to do and all of that, and we just couldn't be bothered. So, what did I think of the day today? I thought it was a pretty good day. The MK1 this morning was delayed by about 20 to 30 minutes. That made us miss our connection in Milton Keynes, but thankfully, when you're in Milton Keynes, you find a McDonald's, you make the most of a bad situation. And after McDonald's, we left to get the X6, and that route, I'm telling you, I love it. The X6 is a fantastic route. It's so quick. You literally blink and you're in Northampton. Well, I can tell you something, it's definitely quicker than the MK1. The MK1 is quick between Milton Keynes and Luton because it goes on the M1. But between Luton and Bedford, that's a different story. The number 1 that I rode between Northampton and Weston Favell, such a great route. Like, the bus is so comfy, I couldn't even fault it. It's quick and it's comfy, and Luton, learn from this. London, learn from this. So to summarise, all 3 routes are really great. The MK1, to add in, timetables. Please, Stagecoach, sort your timetables and sort your buses. The MK1 and the 41, it's like they don't even know timetables exist. I mean, please. The 41 was supposed to come at 4:45, but it ended up coming at 4 o'clock and was too busy, I couldn't even get on it. Hence why I got the X6 back to Milton Keynes. But overall, a really fun day out. Dad enjoyed it too. He's sitting over there having a drink now, which I'm about to do as well, and have some dinner. And yeah, thank you for coming along with me on this journey, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now.